Yep, y'all seen the title of this video. Hobie is the motherfucking GOAT! I don't care what nobody says. This man played a huge part in why this movie was so amazing. So let's get into this, right? Oh, and I shouldn't have to say this, but you know, of course, spoilers for the new movie. If y'all haven't seen it, get y'all ass up and head to the theater. You ain't got nothing better to do with your life. First off, for every non-comic reader out there, including myself, I didn't really know anything about Spiderpunk. But as soon as he introduced himself, one, he put his whole intentions out there. He doesn't want to be labeled by nothing. He doesn't want to be controlled by nothing. He doesn't want to work with the government. He wants to be his own nigga doing his own thing that he believes is right. And then we seen how this man can basically take care of business by himself. Okay, well, not really by himself. It was more like with the squad, but y'all get it. Hobie also came in clutch at the very end when Gwen got another portal machine after getting kicked out the fucking Spiderverse. Because if it wasn't for Hobie, nobody else would be able to help Miles. Like, think about it. If y'all didn't peep, in the movie, Hobie was going around and collecting multiple parts while he was in the Spiderverse, right? And with those parts, he was making his own watch because he knew he was clearly not going to be staying with this organization because they was not rocking with the idea of Miles having to basically just let his dad die, which is really up, but understandable at the same time because, you know, the whole multiverse was on the line. So I understand it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let my own pops die. But regardless, while everybody was talking and while everybody was doing their other shit, Hobie was already 10 steps ahead. That 20 steps ahead. This nigga was gathering everything and outsmarting a nigga from 2099. Miguel O'Hara is from 2099. I don't know what age Spiderpunk is from. Matter of fact, let me look that up right quick. Okay, so I couldn't find that, but it doesn't matter. Regardless though, Miguel O'Hara should have been way more advanced with technology than Spiderpunk, and he still got outsmarted. And then on top of that, since we was talking about Miles and his pops, Hobie Brown was one of the only niggas in there that actually decided to help Miles off rip. When he walked in the Spiderverse, he was all like, does Miles know why he's here? And then when Miles found out why he was there, everybody else trapped him while Hobie was the only nigga that actually helped him escape. Put your palms up. Put your palms up. Boom! Him and he escaped. And this thought has been on my mind for a little minute. Miles knew Gwen, Peter B. Parker, Penny, Spider-Man Noir, and Spider-Ham for over a year. And none of them was siding with Miles for a second. Well, Peter B. Parker was kind of on that nigga's side, but everybody else was like, eh. And then of course the other Spider-Man was just like, hell nah, we rocking with Miguel. Hobie just met this nigga. Of course, Gwen mentioned him to Hobie multiple times, but it was his first time meeting him. And he didn't even question it. He saw that Miles was in danger and helped that nigga out. So off rip, that puts you at MVP right there. Then on top of that, I don't want to dick right here, but Hobie got the best art style in that motherfucker and the best design. But I guess that doesn't really contribute. Yes, the fuck it does. Another thing that makes this crazy is that this is the first time we've seen Spiderpunk on screen, or at least in the most recent movies. I don't know if he ever had a movie before, and I honestly don't care. But for this to be a first impression in the new age is incredible. He doesn't want to be labeled as a hero, but what he did, that's the most hero shit of all time. Because if y'all played Spider-Man at the time, there's a cutscene. Spider-Man says, if you basically let someone die knowing that you could have done something about it, then you should not be a Spider-Man. And with that being said, Hobie is clearly fit to be a Spider-Man, because he ain't finna just let someone die knowing that he could do something about it. Everybody else is just about to let Miles Pops die, and everybody was worried about the canon and shit, which doesn't make sense because we've seen how Miles has changed fate multiple fucking times. But we're not even finna get into that because that's a whole ass essay. So when I say that this nigga is a real nigga, he is a real nigga, and he's one of the only few black people that helped him. Black lives matter, except for this bitch Jessica, because she ain't rocking my boy. You need to stay out of here. And that's gonna be the end of the video.
Shut the fuck up! Listen, I'm not even about to waste your time. You know why I'm here to talk about Spiderpunk, aka Hobie Brown, aka the GOAT, aka the Big Step Up. Now, that was a perfect UK accent. If you don't feel the same, kill yourself. But Hobie Brown is the realest nigga to step foot in this movie, and he only got about 6 to 7 minutes of screen time. Hobie literally told us he doesn't believe in consistency. Audience, I gotta tell you this, that shit is a fucking lie. He so-called don't believe in consistency, but he was consistently a real ass nigga throughout the whole fucking movie. He did more for Miles Morales than Gwen did in 2 fucking movies. I'ma try my hardest not to go off on Gwen, but it's gonna be really hard, but bear with me. Literally the first interaction we see with this nigga, first off, he drippy as hell. He got the little UK accent on him. You know, he was like changing colors and fucking styles. I don't know what that's called, but it looked good. He got wicks, you know, he got the eyebrow piercing, lip piercing. The nigga look cool as hell. But I'm not even worried about all that, because the first time we see Hobie Brown, what did he do? He give Miles some fucking fucking information that he needs. That already showed me that this nigga about to be real as hell. And just every time he had screen time, he was funny or he was real. That's a real ass nigga. Even when they was going to Miguel. First off, everybody know Miles not supposed to be there. So I can't fault Gwen for that because it's not her fault Miles is there. But if Miles is there and you know what's finna happen, why aren't you telling this nigga? Hobie is literally like, hey, but did you tell him why he here? And she like, yeah, no the fuck you didn't. You didn't tell him anything. Not a damn thing. And looking at all the scenes with them and Miguel, Hobie looked like the only nigga that's not scared of him or not under his thumb. Hobie is the only nigga that don't care. I don't give a fuck who you is, nigga. I ain't even here. Y'all saw Hobie pickpocketed all the shit. Nah, I thought it may be, you know, a little black stereotype. He was stealing, but it turned out he was doing some good. He was doing some good. Literally, when Miles got in prison and a little shit, Gwen was sitting there moaning and bitching like she ain't know some shit like this was gonna happen. You smart enough. Use your context clues. You could have warned this nigga. And you sitting here, but McGill, nah, you know what the goat doing. Hey, but remember what I told you, bro. Use your palm. Get out. Miles get out like the real ass nigga he is. He run. Everybody chase him except who the goat. Cause the goat know, I don't even fuck with y'all like that. And y'all doing some fuck shit that don't make sense. And all this, I'm not for this. I'ma leave. You know who was chasing him with Miguel? Gwen. Now people may say, oh, but Gwen was trying to talk, blah, blah, blah. No, she wasn't. Let's think about this here. They all was chasing Miles because Miles was trying to basically save his dad. The pregnant lady literally hit Miles and Gwen grabbed the nigga. And that's when he looked at her like, bitch, got in and ripped that web off. So tell me, what is Gwen's intention here? You think she wanna just capture the nigga? Cause she's basically trying to capture the nigga. I'm not even trying to go off on Gwen. But what do you think Gwen is trying to do here? Like, no, I don't feel bad for her. She like, man. Back to what I was saying. Hobie made the watch because he know Gwen is a up and he know that Gwen eventually gonna know that she'll fuck up and try to do something about it. It don't fix your character. It don't make us like, well, it don't make me like you. You still terrible. Let me calm down. Two people I just met today. I didn't even spend more than 10 minutes with these people. Tried to help me as soon as they could, which is Hobie and I think her name's Spiderbite. They helped Miles without knowing it. Gwen been knowing Miles. And now you try to help him? Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to leave this for y'all to think about. Hobie Brown did more in 6 to 7 minutes of screen time than Miles Morales' actual love interest. I need you to think about that. Soak in it. Now respect it. Now do me a favor, y'all. Get the fuck off my screen.